And I just got to say that these Democrats, all of them, without exception, are trying to provoke people around the country with their words and phrases to go after Donald Trump, because it's like, even though they don't say go after Donald Trump and shoot him, what they practically say is the world would be better off without him. And people make up their own minds and decisions to go hurt him because of their words. And it's really dangerous what they're doing. And we need to take note of that the Democrats are liars. They will say anything. They will skew polls against Donald Trump just so they can say that their candidate is ahead. So that's to provoke you into thinking you don't need to go out and vote, when in fact you do. Don't listen to them. And also note that we got to save these people from themselves, because they have no idea how bad they've got it with the Democrats. Some of them, they're under this hypnosis that the Democrats have them under, convinced that they're doing the right thing. I mean, I've seen some. I've had some friends in my own life that are Democrats. I don't hate nobody. But what I do know is that we've got to do something about it, because they are in a dangerous area where they're at. They're putting everybody, like, if something bad happens in the Republicans, to the Republicans, or to Republican businesses, and, even if it happened to God forbid, Donald Trump, we would be sad, we would be sick, we would be angry, we would be very distressed, but we wouldn't go burn the town down. We wouldn't go down ripping statues down. We wouldn't be killing our neighbors. This is what the Democrats promote. I just don't understand how 100% of you don't get that, because it's so obvious now. They will use the justice system against their opponents, as they've done the DOJ against Donald Trump, and fabricate anything, twist it and turn it so it favors them and the destruction of Donald Trump. They're trying anything and everything they can. It's absolutely painful to watch. And our future president, Donald J. Trump, doesn't deserve to go through this. I got to commend the Secret Service for the job of all the people that are on duty trying to protect our president. I mean, yeah, Biden doesn't give him enough. He finds a way to hold back. He doesn't make the orders clear. He needs a full contingent of Secret Service people around him, because not one, but 2 attempts on his life have been done. And the guy that did it this time, he was a Democrat. So they're provoking their own party people to come after Donald Trump. And it's not that they're saying go after Donald Trump. They're just doing it because they think that that's what their party wants and needs to make it a better world. So we have to do something about it, folks. We have to wake up. We have to get out and vote, no matter what we think or what we hear, because they would like to hypnosis into believing that it's a futile effort to get out and vote. We need to get everyone we know to go out and vote. And we need to vote for Donald Trump and every Republican we can get in office. And we need to fix this issue before our country ends up completely in fire and irradiated from a nuclear waste. I'm serious. I'm not kidding with you. This is getting so stupid. If we don't do anything about it now, we are in trouble. We have to do something about this, folks. And we have to call people. We have to talk to people. We have to encourage people. This is the truth. They just announced on Fox News, Una King, that he was a Democrat, and he had a bumper sticker that he supports Biden-Harris. I don't know where you're getting your information, but I just saw it on the national news. So I understand that. And aiming to game, I have never wondered how many hairs I can pull out of my back before it bleeds. But what I do know is that we all have to come together, Democrats, Independents, and Republicans, and stop these lies and put a president in office that really does have our best interest in hand. It's not just saying it. Or, I mean, you got to admit, Kamala Harris barely has wind in her sails. I mean, she goes on and you ask her a question and she will say anything. I grew up a middle-class person. That wasn't the question, Kamala. But they get asked it anyway, and they try to get a good straight answer out of her, and it's not happening. And I'm telling you that there is control over Kamala in every way possible. They're talking to her in her ear, trying to tell her what to say. It's hard for her to concentrate on her thoughts and be listening to whoever's talking. Yeah, she is very happy, Oliver. I don't know if she's just a naturally happy person, or she's high on marijuana, or she's drinking all the time, but I don't know. She's happy. God bless her soul. But she's not what our country needs for a future president. Everything that's going on economically, internationally, we need the kind of change that Donald Trump and J.D. Vance can bring to us. I'm 100,000% sure that I'm saying the right thing to you. I know it might be hard to hear for some of you to hear that I'm telling you that I'm 100,000% sure, but I am. I know that our country would be much better off with Donald Trump as the president of the United States. And these Democrats will do anything. All the media that's Democratic, they will do anything to make you think that Kamala's already won, or she has got such a lead. There's no point Republicans going out and voting, or anybody that's a Democrat or liberal that wants to vote for Donald Trump shouldn't even waste their time, because Kamala's going to win anyway, according to the Democratic media. We can hear you. Okay, what's going on here is my air conditioning. I apologize, it wasn't a window. I'm not driving, I'm sitting in a parking lot right now. But thank you for, I do listen to the audience, and I do care about you guys. I don't know if you watch my other shows that I do. I mean, I just did a pretty good one that has a kind of funny ending to it. Yeah, I mean, I just shut off the air conditioner. That blower was loud, you're right. I just had no idea what it sounded like on the microphone here on this phone. Anyway, I just hope that you'll talk to each other. Well, I think the Ukraine war is insane, actually. I mean, let's just talk to each other for a second. Why in God's name did Vladimir Putin think that it was good to go in and try and take that land? Does he know something we don't know? Is he just a communist and a butthole and he just wants to take over Ukraine? Or is there something much more to it that we really don't understand? Covert actions, secret stuff that we don't understand going on inside of Ukraine. Think about it. Why is Biden so comfortable with asking Congress to send billions over to Ukraine? Just because Russia's our enemy? We're entering into a potential third world war if we keep doing this. And Vladimir has made it real clear. If we give them long-range missiles in Ukraine, that we're going to be pulled into a world war. And nuclear bombs will be used, at least in Ukraine at first. Yeah. Maybe it's about feeding all the people in Russia. Who knows? Maybe the grains is part of the answer. All I know is that I really, truly, honest to God, believe that Donald Trump can stop the war between Russia and Ukraine. I really believe he can, and he will. But I need you to believe it. And we need to cast our vote in such a way to give him that opportunity, because there is no way that Kamala is going to stop that war. She doesn't have enough thoughts in her head, even controlled by the people around her, to be able to make those meetings occur that would convince Vladimir and the leader of the Ukraine. I can't even think of his name right now. I know what he looks like. You know, he was an actor before he was the president of Ukraine. Yeah. It's pretty strange what's going on, folks. I don't know why a message was held. Uh, I have to view it or something before it can be released. Luke Tenney, I believe it. John Smoot, Ohio for Trump. Lake Tune. Yes, thank God for Ohio. I mean, I love Ohio. And you know, I questioned Springfield, Ohio, what was going on there with the cats and dogs. I didn't know. Who knew? I don't think the cats and dogs were eaten. I found a girl's video who's lived there all her life, and she has been an eyewitness to what was going on there with those Haitians, Creole. She talks about it in this video I just put out on my channel. So check it out. And, you know, I'm trying to do some research and give you guys good information. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to make this crap up just so you'll vote Trump. I'm going to tell you the truth, guys and girls. I really don't want this world, our country, to be destroyed by the illusion that the Democrats want us to believe. The Democrats in charge, the ones who want to convince the other Democrats who aren't in charge, who just vote, that they have to vote Democratic. You know, we're going to lose democracy if Trump gets into office. That's not true, folks. President Zelensky, that's right. That's who it is. I don't know. Some of these names are just hard to stick in my head. And I wish it was easier. So I have to write this stuff down when I do my program at the office. Yeah, Zelensky is his name. Thanks, Luke. I may have misspelled his last name. Who cares? You know, it's aggravating to watch President Zelensky come back to the United States by phone call, by video conference, Zoom meetings, by coming over to Congress and saying, we need billions more missiles, more guns, more tanks. We're feeding a fight that's going to end up backfiring on us. We don't need to keep doing this. Yeah, the cats and the dogs, according to the lady that I found that's from Springfield, Ohio, says that there is no proof of that. And even the video that showed a lady eating a cat or, you know, drinking its blood or whatever, it wasn't even from Springfield, Ohio. But she tells you the truth about what she has seen. Ducks being slaughtered and beheaded, pigs, other animal types and stuff, and carcasses being left around by the Haitians in Creole, and they're coming over in busloads, like Greyhound buses. She says that right in the video. And she has no reason to lie. She's from there. She lives there. So check that out. It's in my videos. Just go backwards and look at some of these videos that I put together, at least the most recent ones. Billy Crystal, you're right. What can I say? I mean, you know, the cats and dogs comment that Donald Trump made probably was something that he saw at first. And he thought that it was true and believed it and opened his mouth before he had the facts. Because I've seen this lady who lives there all her life, and she says there's people aren't losing their cats and dogs and they're not being eaten and stuff. So I get it. And it's... if Trump did that, that's one thing he did. It was irresponsible. He should have looked into it or had his Secret Service look into it and tell him the truth or find out what the truth is before he made these comments. I mean, I guess your back's up against the wall when you're doing a national debate against Kamala Harris and you're thinking, you know, what it was 3 against 1 at that debate, as some of you might know. And so he just probably that was too much pressure for anybody, me, you, anybody, to not say something that you heard that would, you know, want you to put Kamala Harris in her place, you know, like, oh, this is what I'm seeing on national television, that the cats and the dogs and the pets are being eaten. You know, I like you're saying, and like I'm agreeing to, it was probably said before its time. But check out my videos. It'll show you the truth. It's not a debunking. It's just like you'll feel that this lady's telling you the truth. She's driving down the road and she's telling you the truth. She lives there. I believe her. Canadians are unarmed right now. What do you think that's about? That's really weird. How come only they eat cats and dogs and do rituals there only? I don't necessarily believe they're eating the cats and the dogs. And I think that, the Haitian community from Haiti practices voodoo. I mean, they do. I mean, that's a reality. That's not something you can debunk. It's the truth. Uh, they've done it for years. So, all right, you're bringing people over from Haiti that know this and practice this. What are they going to bring over here? Their own philosophies they've learned all their lives? I don't know, maybe. Um, Again, I don't know why the Canadians are so unarmed and not ready to do anything. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Uh, okay, well, let me go. Especially 80-year-old men. All right, I'm trying to go backwards here a little bit. And Canadians are unarmed right now. Luke Tenney, what do you think that's about? I'm not sure, to answer your question. Luke Tenney, makes you think Russia is right next door. Maybe. I don't know what's going on or what arrangements the leader of Canada has made, and or if he's sold out. Uh, is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. But do we have the facts so we can talk clearly about it? No. But if we let Trump back in office, he'll find out and he'll fix it when he's, give him the breathing room to do what he does best. He will straighten things out like we need and like we have to have. 80-year-old man, and then Uniking says, you are correct. He voted for Trump in 2016, then Biden in 2020. He largely appears disenchanted with Trump's stance on Ukraine. Ruff is a huge supporter. I think I'm saying that right. Ruff, right? Is a huge supporter of the Ukraine. I stand corrected. As far as Trump and his support of Ukraine, Trump probably supports Ukraine because from what I hear from Trump saying a lot when he talks about this stuff, is that he is tired of the killing and the destruction and the innocence and all the bombs going off and the unnecessary death that comes from Russia and Ukraine. And he wants to bring an end to that. That's what I believe. As far as Israel, Hezbollah, Gaza, let's be honest. I mean, that's like one of the bizarrest things that started with, well, it appears that Iran influenced the Hezbollah Gaza to air in during a concert event and start this mass killing. And Israel has put on them a relentless retaliation because they never want to see that ever happen again. So, as far as like controlling that, stopping it, I believe, I am telling you the truth here, if President Trump gets into office, he will simmer it down like we wanted it. We all want this to stop, all this craziness to stop. We want it to stop. Yes, there's consequences. We want the hostages to be freed. We want them to come back to their families. We want the individuals responsible for killing some of those hostages or any hostages that ended up getting killed to be held accountable. And of course, I mean, who wouldn't want to get accountability? I'm sure the families want that. They want their children's lives to have a peaceful memory, that they got some kind of vindication for everything they went through unnecessarily. And yeah, unfortunately, Israel's response is like, wow. I mean, I ask myself this and I scratch my head. When will the prime minister stop When will he, negotiate or get with Iran or talk to Hezbollah and Gaza and all these people that are doing all this craziness and force a communication that will potentially bring it to an end? Or is it just he has to show superior strength and destruction and eliminate them off the face of the earth? That's extermination. And I'm not for extermination. For education and for peaceful resolution. Please help me get Donald Trump in office. He'll bring us closer to all that than anybody else that's running. Please believe that. I have really put my heart and soul into this, and I care about every person that's out there in the audience. I really do. I'm a licensed minister. My heart's full of love from God. And if you've ever seen any of my shows in the past, you know that talking about God and talking about what God wants for all of us, it's love. God is inside of each and every one of us. We can't forget that. It's easy to forget it when all the craziness is happening because you're so busy like getting ready to defend yourself. What's next? But just know you are loved. And God's telling you all the time, and he's like saying to you from inside of you, talk to me, my child. He does say that. There's a lot of things you can read in the Bible that'll tell you this. It's not just me making it up. But I want you to feel you're not alone in the universe. You're not. We're actually more together than you think we are. And we're affected by everything that happens. Everything. It's all connected. It seems unlikely, improbable, but it really is. God is the universe. He is the universe. And we are a part of that universe. I want to thank you for tuning in, folks. I mean, I'm going to do a show maybe later, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But what I do know is I love you, my brothers and sisters. And I hope that I get to talk to you again real soon. And Cowboys vet, I just read what you said. So people who do it from Louisiana are doing rituals in America also. Cowboys vet 71, what are they doing in Louisiana? Can you tell me? Can you type it out? Before I go, I just wanted to see what you're going to say, because I'd like to know too, if you're still on. Anyway, there's one person still on as far as I can tell. I don't know if YouTube tells the truth either, because they're part of Google, and Google doesn't want the truth to get out there, so they limit who can see my videos. I'm just lucky you guys all tuned in. Bless you all. Have a fantastic night, and hopefully I'll talk to you real soon. God bless.